Freya, congratulations, 2 big wins in a week. You must be ecstatic right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of the girls are tired. When that full-time whistle went, it was like a sense of relief. A physically draining week, but emotionally too. Like a massive high on Tuesday, and then coming into training again on Thursday. We've really got to focus again, and I think now we've got time to kind of recover, regroup, and we've got obviously a weekend off before we go again in the next final 5 games. So yeah.
Becky, congratulations. Can you give me the assessment of today's game, please?
Brilliant result again. We're absolutely delighted with the clean sheet, which is I think 9 for the season for us and 4 on the bounce, which is brilliant, which is credit to Grace on the back 4, and I think Grace made a really important save. I think it was at 1-0, wasn't it? So yeah, absolutely delighted, and much better second half. Thought we really got up the gears in the second half, and yeah, we've got the result, the 3 points, which is what we needed.
How difficult was it to focus? Because obviously you mentioned that emotionally Tuesday was such a big game, and the fact everyone knew how much of a big win it was because of how close you are on the table with Durham. But is it difficult to, no disrespect, Norton not in terms of the opposition? Durham obviously a better team. How difficult is it to scratch and go, actually no, we need to make sure we're right for this game?
Yeah, I think we were cautious not to kind of underestimate Norton. They've been around this league for a long time now, and they've got some good players that know how to navigate. They're comfortable mid-table, and they're in good form before today. I think it's just different kind of games. Cestria had a lot of the ball. They got good technical players, and then this is kind of the opposite. We have so much possession and dominated, and I think it was difficult to an extent. But I think when we came out for the second half, we knew we had to really use this to get our goal difference up, because it's a tight league, and if it comes down to that, then we want to have not regretted a day like this when we can use that.
First half and second half, 2 very, very quick goals. Now, obviously different in terms of the type of goals, but that's so important, especially the fact you've had 2 games this week as well. I think that just kind of eases the nerves, if you like, maybe with everybody.
It does, yeah. I think the first goal in the first half, it almost came too early, didn't it? And we kind of sat off a little bit. We're too comfortable after getting the first. But I think, we had that confidence in the second half when we got the second goal early that we wanted to get the third even quicker. So, yeah, I think, bright start from the girls in both halves. It was just maintaining that and sustaining it for the rest of the game.
Yeah, second half was obviously a lot more comfortable in the end, but Norton certainly had their chances. And you mentioned Grace, and the back 4, obviously they were tested at times on Tuesday night, but today, when they were called upon, there was big moments, and like you say, Grace made a big save. I think it might have been 1 or 2-0, but that's what you need from your goalkeeper. That's what you need from your back 4, from big moments when obviously the attacking threat's been so good.
Yeah, absolutely, and credit to Norton. They've got some good players in that team. They've obviously got Holly Manders, who's just signed from Sunderland, who's a bright player, so they've got that pacing behind, so we had to be switched on throughout the game. But yeah, I always thought we were the better team. We were more professional and more composed with what we were doing, and yeah, I thought we dominated the second half.
Yeah, of course, and the fact, I think I love the defence looks so settled at the minute. Obviously Grace and the back 4, in terms of you and Potty in particular, centre half. What is the communication like between the pair of you? Because you've got 2 very young fullbacks in Daisy and Kira. How much motivation are you giving them? Was it more tactical when you're actually on the pitch? What are you and Charlotte particularly doing in that defence?
I don't think anyone in this team needs motivating. All the girls, we want to win it, and we've all got our different reasons why, but we're so united in that sense. I think Potsy and I think we kind of try to use our experience, different levels, and just kind of communicate, keep the confidence up. At the start of this game, we weren't as good on the ball as we would have liked, so Potsy's really good at saying, like, come on, let's switch sides and try and get them into the game and do it really well. And Potsy's really, really good at that, and I think we complement each other well. We've kind of got used to each other's style of play now, and yeah, we're just really glad to get that clean sheet, but I think we've got Grace to thank for that.
There was a variety of goals. I think the third goal was probably my favourite, pass from George and Casey just inside and out, and it was a fantastic finish. But it's nice to see that variety of goals and some great teamwork as well.
Absolutely, that's Casey on double figures now for the league season, which is brilliant. She scored loads of goals coming in from that left-hand side, inverted, so she's done brilliantly. So, yeah, absolutely delighted. Thought Katie Barker's finish was brilliant with the left foot as well early in that second half. So, yeah, credit to the girls.
It wasn't too long ago we were saying 10 to go, 9 to go.
Yeah.
And now we're standing here, it's 5 to go, and it's the last game at Kingston Park as well. So it is getting closer and closer, but you have got a little bit of a break now until that next game. What will you be doing from now until that next game to make sure the girls are right for those last 5 massive games?
Yeah, we'll be training hard for a week and making sure that we're ready to go for Barnsley away next weekend. Obviously this weekend coming is the development team are actually in the League Plate final, which we're delighted about and really want them to kick on and do well, and some of the girls will play in that game as well. But yeah, we'll just be hard on the training field and making sure that we're fully prepared. I think we know we've got 5 games, we know we need to be switched on for all of them, and it's just about taking them, as you say, it's cliche, but one at a time, and preparing and making sure we've got the right characters for each game.
I have to ask about the fact you talk about the clean sheet. That is obviously probably the most important thing for you in terms of being a defender. Let's keep a clean sheet, and then you give yourself a big chance to win the game. How much is that drilled in before the game even starts by Becky and the coaching team?
Yeah, definitely by Becky and the coaching team. I think a few weeks back, maybe after the York game, we kind of had to concede to really get into gear, and which we can't afford to do that, especially in this league. We know that if we don't concede, then we can't lose the game, so that's just our biggest focus. It's not something that we explicitly talk about before the game, because I think we all know that's what we're there for, but when we're doing analysis and we're doing it after, that's something that we really take pride in, as well as scoring goals, is that have we kept a clean sheet, and we're still reaching towards our target for the season, and until we hit that, then we're not done.
The target, of course, is to win the league. 5 games to go. 1 home game left at the St James's Park. How much are you looking forward to that? And hopefully we'll try and go with 30,000 fans. That would be exceptional for the game against Bradford, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's looking forward to it. I think with these opportunities, they just come bigger and better every time. And I think the fans, week in, week out, Tuesday in freezing temperatures, today on Mother's Day, I think the support is phenomenal. And it would be great to go out there and really put down a marker and hopefully be even closer to the league there at St James's.
And just finally, the last game, of course, at home is at St James's.
Yeah, it is,
and it would just be magnificent to get as many people there as possible. As this is the last chance we can really get as many people in terms of from the Kingston Park crowd and people watching on a lot of channels, obviously, that you've seen today. What would you say if you're thinking 16th of April? Get that girls that a bit more motivation if they need any more motivation, to be honest.
Yeah. I think we've thoroughly enjoyed playing here at Kingston Park, and it's a fantastic venue, and last game of the season here for the girls, brilliant, but that real last game of the season at St James's is going to be a fiery one, so we'll need everyone's support. We really want to push for a bigger attendance than we got last time. If we can break 30,000, that would be amazing, and obviously we're hoping it could go down that game where we actually win the league, or we have to win to make sure we do win the league. So we need everyone's support, so please come out and back the girls, and you'll see girls that'll give absolutely everything for the shirt. And yeah, we're on a run, and we want to make sure we're maintaining it right in time for St James's.
I'm sure you will. Thanks very much, Becky.
Thank you.
And just finally, I can just see a young man just over there, Wilfie, who is doing so well in terms of the food back and trying to obviously help. And you talked about the community spirit before in terms of the fans there. How much has he been just like a little reminder going, do you know what, let's try and do it for him. Let's try and do it for the other 1,600 that were here today as well.
Yeah, I think it's something that we do talk about. There's different reasons why we're doing this. Yes, we're doing this to win the league, but there's more to it than that. There's little girls out here that come in and seeing role models. We want to inspire them. There's little boys like Wilfie who are doing unbelievable work for people that are really, really struggling in times, and we're going to do all we can as players, as a club, to help and support that, because I think we can all relate to some struggles, and we're just proud to have him supporting us.
You got his magic hat on yet?
Not yet. I don't think it'll go over my hair, to be fair. But no, we all brought lots of foods in, so saw him before the game and really chuffed that he's here.